Alright you guys, so let's check out how to create this 3D concert ticket here in Illustrator. So let's take a look. Okay, so in my situation, I'm just gonna go with these graphics. So this is gonna be the text on it, and then after that, I'm gonna select the rectangle, click on the stroke, click on the none, click on the fill, so it's gonna be on the top. And let's go and change up the color. For example, I'm gonna go with an orange, and I'm gonna make a rectangle like so. And then here, what we're gonna need to do is let's go and select the ellipse tool, and I'm gonna change up the fill. Probably gonna go with a black. And then what I'm gonna do is go here. I'm also gonna zoom in, press and hold shift. Let's go and create a circle somewhere at this size. I'm gonna press and hold alt, drag it down to intersect with the rectangle. And I'm gonna press and hold shift, select both circles. Let's go to object and then go to blend and select make. So this is going to blend it, and then I'm also gonna go and change up the color to white. And then let's go to the blend options. It's right here. Double click on it. And let's go and select specified steps. Decrease the number. I think I'm going to try it out with 8. Click OK. So basically this is going to be the part where the paper is going to be cut. And then I'm going to select the circles. Press and hold Alt. Drag it. Also press and hold Shift. And intersect with the rectangle. I'm going to repeat this step with the other part as well. Something like this. So now I'm going to select everything, go to the object, let's go to expand, click OK. There you go. And then we're going to go to the Pathfinder, click on the 3 dots, and let's go and select the divide. Okay, so now we got these invisible shapes. They're not invisible, they're white. So what we need to do is select the magic wand tool. And all you need to do is just go on these floating circles here, half circles, and it's going to select all the shapes which are white. And I'm going to press on delete. So now we're going to be left only with the orange shape. Now for that, I'm also going to change up the color, and then I'm going to select the graphics. Let's go and drag this on. Now let's go and select everything, or right click, go to group. And then we're going to go here to the symbols, and let's go and drag this into the symbols. And click OK. Now you can press on delete. And now we're going to make this in 3D. So let's go and select the spiral tool, for example, but you also can try it with the arc tool or line tool or whatnot. But this is like a more interesting shape. I'm going to press and hold shift, create the shape. You also can press and hold control and drag it, you know, to simplify it or make it even more fancy. I think I got to leave it as it is. And then I'm going to go to the stroke, add a color. Probably going to remove this interior part to simplify it. I'm also going to go to the stroke thickness, decrease that, and then I'm also going to change up the color of the stroke. Okay, so from here we're going to go to the effect, 3D and materials. Let's go to 3D classics and select extrude and bevel classic. And here basically what we need to do is I'm going to go to the perspective a little bit, and you also can change up the position of this. And then from here, let's go to the map art. Also make sure to check invisible geometry and also check shade artwork slower. And now we're going to go here to these numbers and values and click on the arrow. So we're going to need to search for one of the sides, but as you can see, this is just half of the side. So let's go on. So I don't know if this one is the exterior or the interior, but what we're going to need to do here is go to the symbol and select the new symbol that we created. So take a look at that. This worked instantly. I'm also going to stretch this out. I'm going to press and hold shift and scale both ways until it's going to make it pretty nice. And then I'm going to click OK. You can go and increase the perspective even more. Yeah, there it is. And then if you want to change up the shading as well, you can click on the more options. And then you can move around the global light. Just go ahead and search for the one that you like most. Probably going to go with this. Click OK. And pretty much that's how you make it. And then you can go and select one of the paths if you want and just customize it with the direct selection tool and just do some other crazy stuff with it. So pretty much that's it, guys. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.